Well, first of all, I had been thinking about a good estate plan for quite some time. And then I had been widowed for about 9 years and have a fiance, and I was obviously planning to get married. So I said, hey, I better do this sooner than later. And so that's the reason, this out of necessity. And I had read up a little bit on estate plans and talked about them with my broker. How I selected your firm, I'm not from this area, so I didn't have anyone to recommend anything to me. So I searched, and my criteria was they had to be local, relatively small. They weren't a big company because I like more personal service. They had to have a succession plan was important, even though it's small. And then I had to depend on the reviews, like the one I'm doing. And your firm checked all the boxes. So that's how I found you. I think that's an important part too. I was impressed with that. It's certainly not rocket science, but the process was well thought out. It had several drafts. First of all, I gave you my thoughts on what I wanted. And I realized at that point that I didn't know what I didn't know. And you took my input, fleshed it out, put some meat on the bones, and you come up with several drafts and come up with things that I had not considered, both practical and legal. And we had several meetings face to face, and then you come up with the final copy. The result of that, during the process, I had my financial advisor and broker, as well as my tax accountant, also review this through several drafts. And the final draft or the final copy, I was impressed with it. It was very detailed and incorporated everything I wanted in it and things I didn't think I needed, but I do. And my tax accountant, been in the business for a long time, and said the finished estate plan of yours was the most comprehensive plan he'd seen. And I had to agree with him. Well, I'd have to say I'm completely satisfied with not only the process, but the estate plan, and really along with your diligence, expertise, and professionalism that you guys put into it. I certainly feel, and plus the fact that I've had some experts, other experts in different fields look at it, because obviously my broker is going to be pretty important in implementing this thing, working with the other people. So yes, I feel very comfortable with it. My advice is don't trust your own knowledge or what you think you know about this and doing it yourself. Estate planning is extremely important. I realized just how much I had overlooked. My case was a little unique, not the only one, but it was not the run of the mill. And that's where it really come into play. The advice there is get help from a professional. It's well worth it. It's worth the time, money, what do you have to, spend in time and money. It's well worth it. Absolutely. I've covered a lot of those reasons already in terms of the diligence you showed doing the professionalism, the personal way you handle this with me and face to face. Actually, generally the expertise. I thought it was fantastic. And for those reasons and the fact that you had a good team, you work me in easily. And you helped me through this. I've gone through a lot of things in my life in terms of throughout my career and working with attorneys and other things. And this is probably the best experience that I've had. Well, you don't have to be my age to start this thing. Once you feel like you're in a position to have an estate plan, do it. It's better do it sooner than later and have it out there, and you'll have a lot more peace of mind so with your family.